Okay, here we are for round one. We are going to be on the play. I think this is definitely a format where you want to be on the play. The hand looks just fine. Just because even if you don't have the deck that has Bloodthirst, you want to be playing first against the deck that has Bloodthirst. So pretty much always want to be on the play whenever you can. Okay, so we're going to lead out with the plains just because we do have a Warhorse, I believe. Just in case we draw it next turn. Alright, so at this point, we could just cancel what he plays, or we could drop Archivist, or just do Divination. I think we're going to play Psalm next turn anyways, so I think that, I guess we can lead out with Archivist, although I kind of want to do Divination here too. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do Divination so that we have like a nice turn 5 play. Okay. Also, partially just to set up our land. Like if we, I know that we're gonna get a land with Simulacrum, so it might have been better to drop Archivist there, but that way if we draw Angel and then have the land, we can just play it the next turn. Yeah. Okay, so Gideon's pretty good. Here we want the extra blue for the Azure Mage. And just we can have cancel up and stuff like that. Alright, so at this point, we could drop like Azure Mage and then draw cards so we have some backup for Gideon, but I'd rather just put Gideon out there, get him working, and then have the cancel backup. So now we can just we could play Gideon, kill the Lawkeeper right away, but probably better to use his other ability since we're not in any not in any danger of. Okay, so he's got the Girlfriend Minotaurs. So now we want to make sure that he can't actually attack us. So I think that, we could use his plus 2 ability here, but I also kind of just like killing the Lawkeeper as well. Like, I suppose this way he could have like Lava Axe to get Gideon, but that's pretty much it. Yeah. And if he kills Gideon, we can just shuffle him back, so. So he has the stave off. Okay. I guess he has a chance to make his Minotaurs now. Or he can, like, incinerate Gideon now. So he had to have Stave Off and Incinerate to get in. Okay. What is our play? I think we are going to... let's see, we could force his guys to attack Gideon, shrink Gideon to 2. Hopefully get some air defense. Yeah. Okay, so I think we want to drop Azure Mage right here, and then we could drop the Archivist and leave up Cancel. I think maybe dropping Archivist and leaving up Cancel might be a little better. I suppose actually if we drop Azure Mage and leave up Cancel, and if he doesn't play it, we can still draw a card. That's probably better. And then we're going to leave this guy back so that he has to use Lawkeeper. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so now we've got the air defense. Let's see. So, I mean, we can chump the Griffin, hope to draw into like Sarah Angel or the other Angel, and then just keep Gideon going here. Or we could just trade Gideon for the Griffin, but that seems pretty bad. I think instead we just want to keep tapping down his mana, forcing him. I mean, this way he can like tap our Sentinel and then kill Gideon anyways, so... I think unfortunately we've got to kill the Griffin here. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we just bash in, kill the Griffin, and then drop Archivist, and yeah, I think that's the play. This way we can shuffle Gideon back and get him back with Archivist and all that. So now we just want to drop Archivist. We do still want to leave up mana for Cancel, just because, you know, he could potentially be able to play his Minotaurs. This way, like, we can cancel and then also end of turn Elixir. And if he wants to keep just using his Satchel, that's fine. Okay, so now, I mean, we could draw a card, or we could just Elixir. And then, oh, I think here we do just draw a card. Okay, so he's got the Outrage. Okay. There's the Serra Angel. So now we can ponder for the land. Still drop Serra Angel. Nope. We need the blue for cancel. So we just drop Serra Angel with cancel back up. And bash in. I mean, I suppose we could ponder into the land and then have enough for cancel also. That's actually probably fine. Okay, negate. Book stave off. No. Don't want any of these cards right now. Okay, so we don't draw the land, we can just drop something else to cancel back up. I guess at this point we just drop Veteran. Lightning Elemental. I guess we don't care about that too much, and we can just trade it with one of these guys. I don't think it's too big a deal. Well, I'm fine with that. Okay, so there's the land. Now we can just drop Serra Angel. Well, first we want to bash and see if he taps us down. Okay, so we're going to keep Solemn Simulacrum back. Alright, so now we can drop Serra Angel with the cancel backup. Then he'll have to tap this guy down. Actually, here I think I'm going to drop Coral Merfolk and the other Griffin. And then I'll have the ability to block his Lightning Elemental, even if he wants to tap us down. So still with cancel backup. And that's definitely not happening. Alright, so at this point, we can just start drawing cards and playing Serra Angel. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what he lets us attack with. Sure. And pacifism. Okay. So we can just get our unsummon and then bounce a Sarah Angel. Yep. Okay, so at this point we can still draw our unsummon right here, so let's see if we can pick it up. Nope, I guess not. So now he's going to play his Gorehorn, sure. Okay, so here, I guess we can just pass here. Yeah. At this point, I guess we just block with our Pride Guardian. Yep. Like, we could have played the bear last turn, he could have just killed it, then we could have triple blocked, I suppose, so it might have been right to play the bear there. But I do want to have, like, the elixir up, just in case. Right, so at this point, we are going to use the elixir. And there's Gideon, which is a pretty good game. So he's probably going to do Sapperling, I assume. Yep. Alright, so now we're going to start making him attack. No reason to bash here. So at this point, hopefully we can just overcome his Lawkeeper. Yep. And here we're happy to trade some damage here. We'll go ahead and gain 6 life. Although actually I think we'll just gain 2. Okay, so he's got the Incinerate. Okay, so now we've got Unsummon, which is great. So get our Sarah Angel back online. Hopefully this point just burn out his creatures and we should be good. Okay, we'll get Divination. And now we can start bashing in. Here we'll just use our Mage and then have the negate backup. So we gotta play fast here a little bit though, just because I have sort of a tendency to play a little bit slower, and we need to make sure we don't get timed out here. Could have gained a little bit of extra life there, but I'm just worried about time now. Alright, so 6, 8, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so we got to play fast, but basically, I mean, Gideon can be absolutely absurd, especially if you have Elixir to get it back. We saw Chanter's Outrage, we saw like Druidic Satchel, Red White. Anything we want to bring in? Like Mighty Elite might not be the worst. I still think Negate is fine. What would we cut? I think I'm actually pretty happy with our build. I don't know that I really want to take anything out here. I think this works just fine. Yeah, I suppose we could bring in like Serpent for his Gorhorn Minotaurs, but actually, well, like Bear is pretty bad against his Lockkeeper, but it's fine to stop the early pressure. So, and it's only 1 mana. Suppose we could take that out and just like replace it with Serpent, but having too much late game against a red-white fast deck is probably not what you want to do. Like we've got, I think, some early game here. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take out the Bear, bring the Master Thief for his Druidic Satchel. That looks good. Okay, so here we are for the second game. Got to play fast. This hand looks fine. And he is red, white, black, apparently. Either that or a transformation sideboard. There's the Satchel. So hopefully we can snag it soon with our Master Thief. There we are. Nothing better than taking someone else's bomb. Although here we might have waited until we have Stave Off up. I didn't realize it's just as long as it's in play. So that might have been incorrect. I think now we definitely want to hold stave off up, just because we need to make sure we hang on to this guy. So here I think the play is use the satchel, keep up stave off, and unsummon. That way when he attacks in, we can just bounce his guy, get him. I think that looks good. Okay, so I like that. And satchel's a total beating. Like we could have just blocked with the Sarpling there, but I think time walking is fine also. That's definitely not happening. Sure. Much less threatening as a 3/3. It's like, now, I mean, we could use Satchel, but I'm just going to drop Sarah Angel, just because, you know, card's total beating. So now we've got Elixir backup. At this point, I think actually, I mean, we could Satchel here again, but I think it's good to drop Bell Tower Sphinx just because it sort of deals with some of his threats. Like, the card is so hard to get through. And it also gives us a 2-turn clock. Like, now we have all of his, yeah, okay. So we'll see you for round 2.